I'm believing in you. I believe you can do it. You better go out there and make it happen. How to learn a language in 6 months. So, have you ever held a question in mind for so long that it starts to change the way that you see the world, the way that you see yourself? Well, in 2009, the question that I had was how to learn the Spanish language. Maybe your question is how to learn the English language. First of all, 2 language myths to dispel. Number 1 is you have to have talent. That's not true. You don't have to have incredible amounts of talent. You don't have to be a polyglot to acquire a second language, to learn a new language. What you do need to have is the right mindset, determination, and consistent pattern of efforts and strategies that you're applying each day. Now, the second one is you don't have to live in the actual country that you're trying to learn how to speak. You don't have to live in the country of the language that you're trying to learn how to speak. Because for me, I actually started my Chinese language acquisition journey in the summer of 2017. So how did I start to learn the Chinese language? Well, I'm going to also share that with you in this video. So the big question is, how can you learn English easily, quickly, and effectively? Let's go ahead and find out. Relevance, 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 relevance. You have to find content that is relevant to you, that is relatable to you in your life. If you are studying and looking at material that has got nothing to do with how to prosper your life so that you can blossom and open the door to new opportunities, then you're looking at the wrong content. You've got to surround yourself in language content that is going to inspire and motivate you to keep you coming back for more. Information that helps achieve personal goals has relevance. So stay on your target language and you will achieve your goal. So principle number 2 is you must start to use your new language as a tool to communicate from day 1. So it didn't matter if it was myself going into Costa Rica to learn Spanish, or if it was going into China to learn how to speak Mandarin Chinese, or if it was coming in here to Thailand and how I learned to speak Thai. When you're using the target language, that includes questions, that includes answers that you need to have ready to reply to others when they ask you certain questions. Now you start to use your new language as a tool to express yourself about where you're going, what you're going to do, how you feel, your plans, your activities of the day, your schedule. When you can become confident in talking about things that you do every day, as well as being able to have the confidence in yourself and the belief to ask people questions, now you're going to start building fluency skills that are going to take you to the next level. One of the most effective ways that I learned how to pick up Mandarin Chinese was in the summer of 2017. I would wake up early in the morning, I'd put on my earphones, headphones, and I would have the audio of children's books, and I would listen to it over and over and repeat and repeat and repeat. Now in the beginning, I was trying to focus on like the individual words, and that was quite frustrating because I couldn't understand what the words were actually saying. But when I pulled back and I looked at it from a different perspective, I realized something brand new that I never saw before. I said, hey, why don't I just focus on the sound? And that was a major change in my ability to start becoming more fluent in Mandarin Chinese. So little by little, as I was having classes with students who were living in China, when I was teaching them online, I would overhear the conversations of the parents and the family in the other room or in the same room, and I was starting to pick up on some of the same sounds, like shu, ri, wu, yu, lot of different sounds like that. Like 我是英语老师, like 我是 Camden, you know? So you can pick up languages. Another great example is how Kim and I actually met. So we met and neither of us spoke our own native language, besides a little hello, sawadee kap, and then she could say hello, you know, something like that. But she decided that she really wanted to learn English, and I was going to be there to speak English to her, but it wasn't easy in the beginning. So that's where the body language comes in. The body language. And when you can focus on the sounds, the rhythms, the tones, when your ears can become more adapted to English or to whatever language you're trying to learn. Because if you can focus on your target language and build on simple things, now your ears are going to become more adapted, and then over time it can transform, and you can start to build onto larger phrases. You can start to build on larger concepts, and to remember comprehensive input. Stephen Krashen, check that out. Stephen Krashen, comprehensive input. So if you're someone who's just looking at a textbook all the time and trying to study grammar, you're going to have a very difficult time when it comes to speaking to people in conversation in real world situations. You have to work on your reaction time. You have to work on timed reactions where when someone's talking to you, you have to be able to react and to respond effectively and efficiently, at the same time having enough charisma and character in your speech to keep the conversation flowing, which usually requires a question. So this is what it's so important. And this is why I'm sharing with you these 5 principles, these 5 principles and now 7 actions. So let's take a look at these 7 actions that we can take right now today to start learning a language in 6 months. Well, principle number 4. Well, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Principle number 4 is physiological training. Not just the psychology, but we have got to get into it. We've got to use our body language in order to acquire that language. And Tony Robbins, if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, you definitely need to check out Tony Robbins after this video. And he is a master. That's who I learned from. Tony Robbins is one of my favorite teachers online. And he will show you how powerful human physiology is. So you're not going to learn a language by just sitting there and reading a book and just sitting down. You got to get into it. You got to stand up. You got to get your voice recorder. You got to get your video recorder out. Get your phone out. Get your computer out, whatever you got. And you got to record yourself. You got to take a topic that you like. You got to take something that you're interested in and explain why you support that idea, why you like it. And then on top of that, you need to do it again and again and again and again. You got to practice. Do you really want to learn the language in 6 months? Or do you just want to watch videos about it? Do you want to go travel and practice those languages? Or do you just want to dream about it? I don't want to just dream about it. I want to get into the action. And I'm hoping the same for you. I'm believing in you. I believe you could do it. You better go out there and make it happen. This is the 5th principle to learning a new language in 6 months. Principle number 5 is psychophysiological state matters. So you're not going to learn a new language when you're angry, or when you're frustrated, or when you're stressed out. You're going to learn and acquire a new language when you're in an alpha state, when you're relaxed, focused, and then you're in a state of flow. So once again, if you're trying to learn a new language, you've got to have the right mindset. You have to be in a positive mental state, relaxed, at ease. That's how you're going to put yourself in a state where you can increase your comprehension. That's right, you're trying to increase your comprehension. And the best way to do that is by first getting into the right mindset. So for me, it's going to be exercise. It's going to be some type of cardiovascular exercise to get my mindset into a state of flow. And when I'm in a state of flow, I'm feeling euphoric, I'm feeling blissful, I'm feeling heavenly, life is lovely, and I can go out there and practice a language, and it's going to be at a higher level of comprehension. And comprehension is key to learning the language. Now we're going to get into the 7 actions. Here are the 7 actions for rapid language acquisition. And the first one is, you've got to listen a lot. If you think you're going to learn a new language by just listening for 10 or 15, 20 minutes each day, well, that's better than nothing. But you've got to increase your audio time to over an hour a day. Again, this is in 6 months. This is not 6 years. Rapid language acquisition requires someone to listen a lot. Starting with target language, content that is meaningful, related to you, your life, career, relationships, your goals, dreams, and aspirations. So listen a lot and allow your ears to adapt to the sounds and vibrations and tones and frequencies. And that is a powerful way and a necessary component, a necessary action to take if you're going to acquire a new language in 6 months. Number 2 is to focus on getting the meaning first. And the meaning is going to, again, start with the sound. What happened to me was I was listening to so much more Chinese audio input, more than the Thai input. Therefore, my ears became more adapted to Mandarin Chinese, even though I was here living in Thailand. And that's what happens if you apply action number 2, is when you focus on getting the meaning first. Action number 3 is to practice your phrases. Phrases are key. Phrases are going to build structure. Grammar is important. Phrases are valuable. Okay? Grammar is important. Phrases are valuable. Take a look at the slide. You can see 10 nouns, 10 adjectives, and 10 verbs create 1,000 English phrases. So if you don't have to go through the whole dictionary. Knowledge does not equal language acquisition. Let me say that again. Knowledge does not equal language acquisition. Practice your phrases, and you're going to get there in 6 months. Action number 5 is to get a language parent. So for me, when I was in Costa Rica, I had a great opportunity, thankfully, to stay with a host family where I could practice my Spanish every single day with a host mother who prepared food for us. She spoke clearly, she articulated her Spanish, and made it really easy to learn. At the same time, she was not there correcting our mistakes. She was using language that we already understood. And even though there were times where we weren't able to really communicate exactly what we were trying to say in Spanish, myself and other roommates at the house, but she could work with us through body language. She could, whatever word that we said, like, ¿Dónde está el mercado? ¿Dónde está el mercado? You know, where's the market? Where's the store? And she's like, ¿Dónde? Oh, Camden, ¿dónde? And like, she would try to, like, you know, really encourage us and feel supported. And that's what you really need, is a language parent. If you can't get a language parent, try to find a native English speaker. A teacher that can help you online. If you can't find that, then go on YouTube and try to find some videos where you can copy, which brings us to action number 6, is to copy the face. You want to copy the face of those who, like, you can model someone else's English or someone else's language, English. You can model someone else's English or whatever English they're speaking. So if I want to learn Spanish and I'm watching a YouTube video of someone's Spanish that sounds really great to me, it's like strong and masculine, I'm like, yeah, that sounds good, I like it, then I'm going to probably model that person's Spanish, at least to get the proper standard way of speaking. Now, I'm always going to have my own style on it, and you can have your own character and personality of the way you speak, but it's a great way to copy someone's face to have that practice if you can't have a language parent or you can't have an online teacher there with you. Action number 7 is the last one. You have to make a direct connection with your language and the world around you and the world within yourself. Now, remember, everything we know is an image in our mind. So word association, imagery, and visual aids are the keys to learning a new language in 6 months. I would like to say thank you to Paolo, who's one of my new students who I'm preparing for IELTS in the coming weeks. He inspired this transformation in my YouTube channel. He inspired a change in my life and motivated me to become a better human being to help you out there, the audience on YouTube. I thank you for your time. I appreciate your attention. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comment section. And also thank you to Chris Lonsdale, who actually gave the TED speech on how to learn a language in 6 months. So thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Paolo. And to all of you watching this video right now, have a great day. I gotta get inside because the mosquitoes are starting to come. Have a wonderful time. More videos to come. And be sure to check out the description. Lots of helpful links if you're looking to improve your English or if you're looking to become an online English teacher. See you in the next video. If you want to receive a full PDF or a PowerPoint presentation of the video that I put together with all 5 principles and 7 actions that you can take to learn a language in 6 months, let me know in the comment section and I'll send it right to you. Links are coming. Great things are on the way. I appreciate all of you out there. Thank you for your patience growing this YouTube channel. It's been a huge event of just self-discovery, and I encourage all of you out there to really utilize the internet as a tool because you never know where it can take you. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos. Much love. Take care.